for their commitment to the Wheaton program and thank their families for their support. First, we will take a moment to recognize the seniors from the Coast Guard Academy. Number 6, Addie Bass. Number 17, Mia Becker. Number 19, Sarah Skurak. Number 22, Caitlin Kelly. And number 30, Devin McHugh. And now let's meet the seniors for Wheaton College. Natalie Lacrosse is an environmental science major from Harvard, Massachusetts, and has the easiest last name on the planet. Nat is a 4-year member of the team, having played both midfield and defense. She has played 27 games to date. Nat has served as a Norton's passive ambassador since her sophomore year and established the Wheaton College Oregon's passive chapter. Nat's leadership and advocacy has had a tremendous impact on our team and athletic department, guiding many others to follow in her footsteps. Natalie would like to thank her parents and coaches for everything. She sends an extra shout out to her sister for starting to play lacrosse in a time period where she had to copy everything she did. Nat is joined by her parents Kim and Mark and her sister Kelsey. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Lacrosse. Logan Trulick is a sociology major from Bath, Maine. Logan is a 4-year member of the team and senior captain. She is currently 4th on the team in goals and has amassed 24 points this season. Logan is admired by her teammates for her lead by example style and positive attitude. Logan has a tremendous ability to connect with everyone and has made a huge impact as captain. Logan would like to thank her coaches and teammates who have helped shape her into the person she is today. Logan sends a special thank you to her parents and sister for being the best coaches growing up and her biggest support system. And to this team, Logan loves you all so much. Logan is joined by her parents, Kirsty and Rich, and her sister Meryl. Ladies and gentlemen, Logan Trulick. Kendall Conwell is a business and management major from Western Florida. During their 4 years, Kendall has seen time on both the attack and defensive sides of the ball. As a junior and senior, Kendall has been a defensive leader playing in every game. Kendall is currently 2nd on the team in caused turnovers and 3rd in ground balls. She also has a tremendous impact in the team's transition game as the team holds an 82% clear percentage. Kendall would like to express her gratitude for her family, friends, and teammates, and girlfriend for always supporting her and giving her the confidence to be her best self. She would not be the person or player she is today without all of them. Kendall is joined by her parents, Linda and Scott, her aunt Nikki, her grandmother Laura, and her best friend Emily. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendall Conwell. Abigail Mountain is a public health and psychology and business management major from East Lyme, Connecticut. Gail has competed in over 52 games during her 4 years, amassing 53 points to date. Gail is admired for her grit and competitive spirit, as she has also contributed 14 ground balls this season, and she reliably helps her team maintain their attacking possession. Gail is an executive board member of the Wheaton Athletic Mentors, Wheaton Student Athlete Advisory Council chapter. Gail has twice been named the UMAG All-Academic Team and once to the IWLCA Honor Roll. Gail would like to thank her parents, along with her brother, for their unwavering support and constant encouragement. She is truly grateful for all they do. Gail is joined by her parents, Meg and Chris, and her brother Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, Abigail Mountain. Elise Cannon is a biology and psychology major from Exeter, New Hampshire. Elise is a 4-year starter and senior captain. In 55 games, Elise has amassed 78 ground balls and 40 caused turnovers. Despite being a defensive player, Elise has found her way to 5 assists and a goal to help her team. Elise is admired for her speed and grit and has had tremendous impact on the team's transition game. Elise has twice been named to the UMAC All-Academic Team and once to the IWLCA Honor Roll. Earlier this season, she was also named the UMAC Defensive Player of the Week. Elise would like to thank her parents, grandmother, and older sister for always loving and supporting her. Elise is joined by her parents, Sue and Tim, and her grandmother, Carol. Ladies and gentlemen, Elise Cannon. Avonlea LeBeau is a public health and sociology major from Branford, Connecticut. Avonlea is a 4-year starter and senior captain. Avonlea is Wheaton's career draw record holder with 219 wins and the single season record holder with 129 draw balls to date. She is currently 7th in program history with 142 career goals. Avonlea is admired for her skill, game sense, and patience as she leads starting attackers in shot percentage, including an impressive 65% on pre-position opportunities. In past seasons, Avonlea has been named UMAC All-Conference, UMAC All-Academic, and to the IWLCA Honor Roll. Avonlea is joined by her parents, Raylene and Neil, and her siblings, Brayden, Patrick, and Autumn. Ladies and gentlemen, Avonlea LeBeau. Thank you for your continued support of the team and class of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to Senior Day, Wheaton College Women's Lacrosse is pleased to be participating in the Brian Daigle Foundation's Lax to Live Lacrosse program for mental health and suicide awareness. Now more than ever, mental health is a team sport. Lax to Live was created in honor of Brian Daigle, who died by suicide in 2011. He was a 2010 graduate of East Lyme High School in East Lyme, Connecticut, and a member of the East Lyme Viking lacrosse team. Brian, like many other young adults, struggled with depression and anxiety, but didn't know how to express his pain. The Lax to Live lacrosse program was created in an effort to reduce suicide, to better understand the risks and warning signs, to erase the stigma surrounding mental health and suicide in order to give voice to having life-saving conversations. Let's start this conversation today. It is okay not to be okay. It is okay to ask for help. Together, we can make a difference. The Wheaton Women's Lacrosse team would like to thank the Brian Daigle Foundation for providing the team with research-based suicide prevention training earlier this fall and resources to help start the conversation. Thank you. Wheaton College, the UMAC, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, homophobic remarks, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and a grounds for removal from the site competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First, the visiting Bears. A junior midfielder from Delaware Valley, from Frenchtown, New Jersey. Casio. A senior attacker from Redondo Beach, California. A sophomore defender from Monroe, Connecticut, number 14, Norton. A senior defender from Hudson, Ohio, 17, Leah Becker. A first-year defender from Wheaton, Virginia, number 18, Kate Yurka. A senior attacker from Marlboro, New Jersey, 19, Sarah Sturra. A junior midfielder from Hanover, Pennsylvania, number 20, Caitlin Coates. A sophomore defender from Hampstead, Maryland, number 29, Rowan Walsh. A senior defender from Bayport, New York, number 22, Caitlin Kelly. A sophomore midfielder from Pleasantville, New York, number 29, Abby McAllister. A first-year midfielder from Fallston, Maryland, number 34, Katie Koga. In net for the Bears, a junior from Cream Ridge, New Jersey, number 77, Macy Minch-Warner. The Bears are coached by Sue Dean, assisted by Sherry Krasner, and Lieutenant Mimi Coburn, Lieutenant Taylor Miller, and Lieutenant Isabella Patton. And now let's meet your lives. Junior midfielder from Gorman, number 1, Kylie Sherry. A senior defender from Kensington, New Hampshire, number 3, Elise Hannon. A sophomore defender from Norway, Maine, number 8, Katie Hallie. A junior defender from Kennebuck, Maine, Brian Talia Hangemeyer. A senior attacker from Atlantic, Connecticut, number 12, Abigail Mountain. A senior midfielder from North Branford, Connecticut, number 13, Avonlea Lover. A senior defender from Weston, Florida, number 14, Kendall Conwell. A sophomore defender from Scarborough, Maine, number 16, Kaylee Norton. A senior midfielder from Bath, Maine, number 19, Logan Rullick. A senior defender from Harvard, Massachusetts, number 21, Natalie Locklear. A junior midfielder from Oakland, Maine, number 25, Gab Smart. A sophomore goalie, in net for the Lions, from Duxbury, Massachusetts, wearing number 30, Katie Geis. The Lions are coached by Emily Kravlik, assisted by Megan Sherrick and Becky Bedard. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise with people and move your hats to the playing of the national anthem.
And good afternoon to you from the campus of Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts, for this presentation of the National Collegiate Athletic Association's Division III Women's Lacrosse. It's the Wheaton College Lions playing host to the United States Coast Guard Academy Bears in this new MAC conference battle as we wind down the 2024 season. Thanks for joining us, folks. I'm Jack O'Mara, excited to bring the action to you today. The Lions on Senior Day play host at 8-7 overall, 5-3 in new MAC play. And across the way, the Coast Guard Bears, 10-4 overall, 5-3 in conference play. It's win and in time for these two teams. Couple of games left on this regular season schedule. The winner today punches their ticket into the new MAC playoffs. Top 6 teams advance into the playoffs at the end of the regular season. We'll go over that as we step into this game. But first, it's time to meet today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Coast Guard Bears, in goal, the junior from Cream Ridge, New Jersey, Macy Minchwarner, making her 10th start, 7-2-0, 6.73 goals against average, 5.53 save percentage. She is second in goals against average in the conference overall. In front of her, in defense, Lauren Henry, Mia Becker, Kate Yurko, Rowan Walsh, and Caitlin Kelly. To the midfield, Caitlin Coates, Abby McAllister, number 34, Katie Cogler, and number 4, Jillian Cassio. And then on the attack, number 19, Sarah Skurat, and Addie Bass, the senior, rounds out the starting 11 for the Coast Guard Bears. The home side, Wheaton College, in goal, the sophomore, Katie Geist, the sophomore out of Duxbury, Massachusetts, 6-5-0 this year, 10.54 goals against average in her 14th start of the season. In front of her, she gets Elise Cannon, Kaylee York, Katie Hawley, Natalie Laquiere, Talia Banglemeyer, Kendall Conwell in defense, Avonlea LeBeau, Kylie Sherry, Logan Trulick, and Gab Smart in the midfield. And the lone attacker today, one of the seniors honored, Abigail Mountain. You heard Senior Day ceremony. Both seniors from each side honored by the Wheaton College athletic staff. And we're underway for the penultimate game of these two teams' seasons. The Coast Guard Academy in their road blues with the white and orange accents on their numbers. Wheaton College wearing their home grays with the royal blue lettering and numbering. On it now, the senior Addie Bass out of Redondo Beach, California. Ball gets worked to the far side for Sarah Skurat. Now Coates gets it to Bass. Now to the near side, here's Abby McAllister. McAllister will hold. Pass shot comes through, and a good save early for Katie Geist. Stops the shot right in the slot area, and the first defensive stop for the Lions. First minute of play gone by. Wheaton College, coached by Emily Kyblik in her 15th season at the helm of the Lions. And across the way, Sue Beam in her third year with the United States Coast Guard Academy. Gab Smart gets it a third of the way, and now Wheaton College will settle in, get their first offensive sequence together. Here's Sarah Spielman off the bench. Gets it behind the cage for Logan Trulick. Now the backside, low bounce shot, they score! Give the goal to Riley Kilborn, the sophomore out of Madison, Connecticut. Her 19th of the season. She's having a career year. In her 16th game play, she opens our scoring, and Wheaton's got the lead, 1-0. Kilborn, who attended Daniel Hand High School, picks up goal number 19 this season. And a really strong player for the Lions, coming off the bench today. Lara Finney, the junior out of Westfield, Massachusetts, she's going to get credited with the assist. So Wheaton College off to a great start to their senior day. During the pregame ceremony, Elise Cannon, Abigail Mountain, Avonlea LeBeau, Kendall Conwell, Logan Truluk, and Natalie Laquiere all honored in their final home game in their collegiate careers here at Diane Nordin Athletic Field. Trying to end on a high note. Teams 8-7 overall. Struggled here at home this season, just 2-4. Behind the net, Sarah Skurrat. Pass comes across. This is Isabella Judge, the sophomore out of Buffalo. Nice pass to a cutting Caitlin Coates, but her shooting angle was not available. Loose pass picked up by Judge. Now to the top, it's McAllister again. 35 on the shot clock for the Bears. Caitlin Coates circling for some options, has a cutter inside. The shot goes wide off the stick of Kira Howard, the junior midfielder. Possession will stay with Coast Guard. Now on it, Skurrat again. Lost a handle on the ball. Ground ball picked up and heavy collision in front. Good defensive effort there from the sophomore Kaylee York of Scarborough, Maine. Got a whistle behind the play. York making her 16th start this season. That's a new career high for her. Picks up the ground ball, and we've got a yellow card being issued early here in this one. It will be Sarah Skurrat, who will have to take a seat. And that's a 2-minute penalty. So the Lions, who are up 1-0, 11:33 to go here in the first quarter, have an opportunity now to double their lead and have plenty of time to do so with the 2-minute player-up advantage. Now for the Lions, it's Lara Finney. She goes wide side for Jessica Chamberlain. Now down low, it's Kilborn. He's got the goal for the Lions. Abigail Mountain finds Avonlea LeBeau. 45 goals for her. She's leading this team in scoring, 5th in the conference. LeBeau back on it now. Gets it to the top, 52 seconds to go on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Wheaton. Now Abigail Mountain. Pass into the slot area. Looking for a turn shot, couldn't find it. Now it's Finney. Finds a double team. Bouncing pass. Still being fought for. And Kilborn gets the ground ball. Halfway through the penalty issued to Sarah Skurrat. Mountain behind the goal frame. Kicks it up to the top for Finney. Nice defensive effort there on the backside for the Bears. It was Caitlin Kelly. Pass through the middle. Nobody in particular. And got a stick infraction on the inside, so we're going to have our first free position, and we'll have to stop the clock here with 10:05 to go. To get the time situated. Going to put 6 seconds on the shot clock here. And the game clock will read 10:05 to go. So it will be Sarah Spielman, a sophomore out of Norwalk, Connecticut, with a free position opportunity. 5 of 6 on the free position this season. Steps in and had her shot blocked. Well, we got another infraction. So Spielman will get a do-over. Good start here for the Lions, obviously with that initial goal. Had her eye shield knocked off. will be a little bit more central goal this time. Spielman steps in, and a good save by Minch Warner. Her first of the afternoon. An impressive season for the junior. Played her high school lacrosse at Allentown High School, and now a chance back the other way. Quickly, it's Kira Howard, the junior out of Wheaton, Connecticut, turning defense into offense, and the Bears waste no time and tie things up. Still a player down, it's 1-1. 4 seconds remain, still on that penalty issue to Scarratt. And a good effort back the other way for Howard. It's going to be goal number 10 this season, making her 15th appearance for the Bears this year. Played in each game this season. Addie Bass, the senior, going to get credited with an assist, her 9th of the year, 35th point. Now 9:44 to go here in the first quarter. Final 4 seconds going to tick off here. Scarratt's going to come out of the box, and we're back to even strength. Coast Guard win the draw control, and it's Abby McAllister. Finds Mia Becker, the defender up high. Now Isabella Judge off the bench. Pass comes to Hazelyn Murray, the sophomore out of Annapolis, Maryland. Coast Guard will swing it all the way around. Addie Bass, top of the key. Now McAllister drives in, shifts to her left, low shot. That one might have gotten a piece of Katie Geis. Goes wide. Out of play. Possession stays with Coast Guard Academy. Now up to 199 goals this season. They score about 14.1 per game. During game number 15 for them, 116 helpers. Shot percentage, 44%. 10 wins again for Sue Beam's side. An impressive season in this 2024 year. Bouncing ball picked up there by Geis. Wheaton's defense stands tall again. Now ahead come the Lions. It's a long run for Katie Hawley, who was that outlet pass, and now she'll come to the bench. Abigail Mountain. Sarah Spielman gets it behind the cage for Riley Kilborn. Now up to the top, here's Trueluck. Spielman again. This is actually Lara Finney. They switched places. Looking over her options. Gets it back out towards the top for LeBeau. Drives on in. Left-handed shot. She scores. Wheaton back on top thanks to Avonlea LeBeau, making it a 2-1 scoreline with 7:26 to go here in the first. The senior out of North Branford, Connecticut, connects goal number 46 this season. Last year's NEWMAC All-Conference second team, improving on her scoring run this year. And Wheaton take their second lead of the game. So early in this one, a tie and 2 lead changes. Assist on that one going to go to Lara Finney, the junior, picking up her 15th assist of the season. A small infraction there called against the Lions, so possession stays with the Coast Guard Academy. Now Mia Becker. Judge over to Murray. Now it's Scarratt. McAllister. Judge finds the pass inside. Bass couldn't handle it initially. Has to scoop it up and reset the play. Now McAllister driving with the left. She shoots and scores. A lot of space for Abby McAllister, the sophomore out of Pleasantville, New York, and ties things right back up at 2. 6:39 to go here in the first. McAllister, who's had an outstanding season this year, her 38th goal with that one, up to 77 points. That's good for second in the conference. She leads the league in assists. And a balanced approach, too. And the goals and assists are that close. You got 38 now in the goal column, 39 coming in the assist column. A very impressive season for Abby McAllister, and she's on the board. Draw control won by the Lions. LeBeau will get it forward. Teams will make changes. Attackers out for Emily Kablick's side. Defenders on for the Coast Guard Academy. Jessica Chamberlain finds Abigail Mountain. Now Spielman behind the cage. It's to Kilborn. She'll hold. Let's see if Wheaton can respond after the goal from Coast Guard. Now LeBeau drops it to the left shoulder again. Held now by Lara Finney. Kilborn, 40 seconds to go on the shot clock. Towards the point. Trueluck driving in. She receives a bump, so she's going to have a free position opportunity. 5:37 to go here in this first quarter. And the senior out of Bath, Maine has a chance. 3 for 7 on the free position to start this season. She's at a difficult angle here, so we'll see where she decides to go, and she does just pull it back out. 27 seconds to go on the shot clock here for Wheaton. A 2-2 game. Pass right in front. They score. Jessica Chamberlain, the sophomore out of Bow, New Hampshire, slips right in front and gets Wheaton back on top. They lead 3-2. Goal number 13 of the season for her. An academic standout. She's made Dean's List every semester in her young college career. Very happy to connect with that one. And it's Wheaton right back on top. So a goal for each team. The largest lead for Wheaton has been 1, and now this is the 3rd time they've achieved that. So 5:24 to go in the first quarter. 5 goals in total. Will get set by the official. We have a reset. An infraction against LeBeau. Finney going to pick up her second assist on that last goal. Now a chance back the other way for the Bears. Becker was charging in, and she gets hit on the way in there. So 5:08 to go, and now it's the first free position opportunity for the Bears. And it's Mia Becker, 0 for 2 this season on these chances. Becker steps in, shoots it wide. Quick restart and another stoppage here. I think we got something off ball this time. So Coast Guard Academy going to have a different shot. Now it's Addie Bass, the senior out of Redondo Beach, California. 2 for 8, 3 for 9. Bass cashes in and buries it. Tie things right back up. 3 goals apiece. Addie Bass, her 27th goal of the season, 97th in her career in a Bears uniform. And we're just 10 minutes, 5 seconds into this one, but it already starts to feel like a little bit of a barn burner on each side. Both teams have the answers so far. Off the draw control, infraction. Advantage is going to be played here for the Coast Guard Academy. It's Kira Howard. She had the first goal for the Bears. Now McAllister. Caitlin Coates for the Coast Guard Academy gets it over to Judge. Bears looking for their first lead of the afternoon. It's Scarratt. Looking for a passing option, doesn't have much. Kept outside, the shot was bouncing. Geist got a piece of it. Stays with Coast Guard Academy. Pass comes back out. No option there. Bass is pushed outside of the semicircle. Now it's Judge. Now Cassio. Or Scarratt. Diving in. Good save by Geist. Rebound was kicked way out. And the ground ball scooped up by the Lions. They'll try to get ahead in transition now. This is Kylie Sherry. Hanging on to the ball. Gets things organized. I think the Lions got away with a little bit of an offsides there, but play continues. Now LeBeau. Wheaton will set things up very deep towards the crease area. 3:15 to go here in the first quarter. It's a 3-3 ball game. Wheaton have led 3 times. Coast Guard have tied it 3 times. Chamberlain, the most recent goal scorer for Wheaton, gets it to Kilborn, who opened the scoring. She takes a push to the back there. Stick from Fiona McCartan. Now it's Lara Finney. Cycles it through to Chamberlain. Pass intercepted. Great positioning there. That was Lauren Henry, the sophomore out of Monroe, Connecticut. Just stepped right in and created that interception. And a long, lofted pass from Minch Horner out of her goal crease. Gets the Bears ahead. Henry, who made the defensive play, gets it across the halfway line. Now Murray with a ton of space in front of her. Passes towards the slot. Bass to the right hand. Her shot was blocked. Could have had an opportunity there to pull the trigger, but on the left hand. And then a hack on Conwell, and she bursts ahead, playing right through that whistle. 2+ to go in the first quarter. 3-3 game here on the Newmax Sports Network. Wheaton College Lions, Coast Guard Bears. Penultimate game of this season. Both teams wrap up their 2024 campaigns on Wednesday. Both teams on the road. Wheaton travel to MIT in Cambridge. Coast Guard will head to Clark University. We've got another infraction, so we'll have, with 1:35 to go and a 3-3 game, another free position opportunity here for Wheaton College. And it's Lara Finney who's on that far hand side. So you wonder if she'll just take it back here based on the angle or if she'll give it a goal. 2 assists so far in this game for Lara Finney. We'll take a step back. Good defensive presence there for the Bears. Ground ball picked up by LeBeau. 45 seconds to go, halfway through that shot clock. Kilborn off to Finney. Holding to LeBeau. Wheaton gonna take as much time as possible here before the quarter dies out. LeBeau draws the double team. That's Kate Yurko and Henry out there. Mountain, tough pass through traffic. Impressive play. Minchwarner jumped right on it. That's a great read for her. Wins possession for the Bears, and 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. Coast Guard can hold if they'd like. That's Cassio. Across the midway line. Substitutions coming on. Becker gets it into the attacking third, gets pushed, lost the ball, and then we've got a stoppage behind the play. And we're going to have our second yellow card this afternoon, and this one's going to be issued to Kira Howard. Or correction, actually, it was Mia Becker who's going to get called with it. So originally, Howard went to take a seat in the penalty box, but she gets up. So it's a 2-minute infraction issued to Mia Becker, and this will bleed over, barring a goal here, to the second quarter. Kilbourne, 10 seconds to go. Head come the Lions. LeBeau, low shot, she scores. LeBeau beats the buzzer. 2.7 seconds to go on the clock. Wheaton takes a 4-3 lead. Second goal of the game for Avonlea LeBeau. North Branford, Connecticut native, cashing in on a couple here, and Wheaton will be happy to bleed the couple of seconds off this clock and goal player up. So Becker comes out of the box. Kylie Sherry gets the assist. Draw control, going to be settled down, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. It was a good one. Wheaton 4, Coast Guard 3. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, second quarter of action coming your way on the New Max Sports Network. Back after this. Start of the second quarter, moments away. The sun's come out for us on this Saturday that started off gloomy and rainy. It's now become a little bit sunny and warm here in Norton, Massachusetts. Wheaton in front here over Coast Guard Academy by a score of 4-3. We'll take you through the scorers. First for Coast Guard, goal and an assist for Addie Bass. Kira Howard on the board with a goal, and Abby McAllister with one as well. Across the way, Avonlea LeBeau with a pair in the first quarter. Jessica Chamberlain, as well as Riley Kilborn, also picking up a goal apiece. And Lara Finney leads all players with 3 assists through just 15 minutes of play. So the teams will swap sides as we head into the second quarter. And let's take a look at the NEWMAC Conference standings. Ever so important. Top 6 teams in the standings punched their ticket to the NEWMAC playoffs. Both of these teams are in really good position to do that. They just have to secure one more victory over these next 2 games each. Springfield and Babson lead the way, both undefeated 8-0 in conference play. MIT 6-2, Coast Guard and Wheaton both 5-3, so sit in a tie right now for that 4th spot. With the teams below them, Smith at 4-4, they hold that final 6th spot. Salve Regina, Clark still in the hunt. Here's a shot and a goal. It's McAllister on the far side. She cashes in her 2nd of the afternoon. And just like in the first quarter, every time the Lions score, the Bears have an answer right back. 37 seconds into the second quarter. So McAllister gets the goal. That's number 39 this season. So one away from the big 4-0. Impressive performance for her. And 78 points now, looking for that league lead in the points department. 14-13 to go in the second quarter. We're all square at 4 apiece. Well, back to the standings here. Both of these teams have to worry about Smith, Salve Regina, and Clark. So Salve Regina and Clark, 3 and 5 each. They're outside looking in. And a quick shot again and a goal. This time it's Mia Becker. Off the draw control. Makes it a 5-4 game, and Coast Guard have their lead for the first time this afternoon. No mistake. Right words were said by the Coast Guard coaching staff in between the first and the second quarter. A couple of quick draw controls, and 59 seconds go by. That's 2 goals on the board for them, and then 2 goals in 17 seconds. And they've got their first lead of the afternoon, 5-4. So with these teams at 5-3 each, Becker wins the faceoff again. This time a little bit more difficult for her to make her way towards the Wheaton College goal. It's met by a couple of gray jerseys, and nice back play there by Natalie Lacquiere, who will swap a stick and head to the bench. Both of these teams can even advance with some help, but the win is an automatic. Salve and Clark, if they both lose, that's automatic for both of these teams to get in. So the loser today, not necessarily out of the race, but a win today puts their minds at ease. And right now, that favor has been switched over to the Coast Guard Academy. Our first 2-goal run of the afternoon favors the Bears. Dangerous pass, nearly intercepted there by Rowan Walsh in defense, but Finney stays with it. Long pass out to LeBeau, who's now tied for scoring in this game with McAllister. Each have 2. And we've got a foul, offensive, or actually it's going to be a card. Another yellow card going to be issued here. This time it's Caitlin Kelly. 12:41 to go in the second. We'll see what the call is. So the Lions will go player up for the third time. Trueluck drops it back off the reset, and no rush to go straight in off that free possession with the player up advantage now. Now it's Finney, no way through. Good defensive work there by Henry and Yurko. Pass finds Abigail Mountain. Now LeBeau comes below the goal line. Trying to step in. Nowhere to go. Walsh in good position. Pass through the slot area. Dangerous ball. Minchwarner, great concentration to stay with it and alleviate some of that pressure. 1:22 to go on the player up opportunity for Wheaton College. And here come the Bears back the other way. A lot of space ahead of Lauren Henry. Going to charge nearly all the way through before Katie Hawley stops her in her tracks, the sophomore out of Norwari, Maine. Pace slowed down now by Coates. Will work the ball down low, originally for Scarratt, then Murray, then Judge. Now it finds its way to McAllister. 43 seconds to go on the shot clock. No rush here if you're the Bears. Want to kill off as much of this penalty as possible as Kelly waits in the penalty box. Bass gets it back, towing the attacking third line. Now McAllister, 20 to shoot. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Now Judge looking for that open lane. Wheaton have stayed organized. Here's Murray. Aislinn Murray. The shot clock's gonna expire before the shot gets away. But a good job there for the Bears to kill off most of that, or all of that power play. We're back to even strength, 10:25 to go in the first half. 5-4 Coast Guard in front. On the backside, LeBeau gets a nice pass there from Elise Cannon. Up for Finney. Now Kilborn. Wheaton trailing for the first time in this one. Haven't scored yet here in this second quarter. 5 minutes in. Coast Guard, they scored twice in the opening 59 seconds. Nice pass. They're trying to find Chamberlain, who is wide open. They just couldn't connect. Mountain picks up the loose ball. 38 to shoot. Now LeBeau will hold. Behind the cage, it's Trueluck. Pass to Finney. Trying to go to the right. Drops down to the left. Off-speed shot that goes wide. Don't think it got a piece of Minchwarner. But as the clock continues to tick, 10 seconds to shoot now for Wheaton. Spielman, LeBeau, 5 seconds now. LeBeau lost it, but she's going to get hacked with the ball. So will be a free position shot with 1 second to shoot, and LeBeau is going to have to just send this one on target. LeBeau steps in, high shot, doesn't hit the goal crease, and shot clock violation. Possession going Coast Guard's way, either way. Play restarts, and the Bears survive that defensive sequence. High arcing pass to get us going. It's Lauren Henry. Great endurance from her. Met with a double team, lost the ball, but we've got a stoppage. And we're going to see the first penalty issued to Wheaton today. It's a green card. Katie Hawley will take the seat. It's a 1 minute penalty, so for the first time, the Coast Guard Academy will go a player up. Jillian Cascio will start us. She'll head to the bench for a change. McAllister gets it to Scarratt. Pass down low, right in front. Addie Bass, no mistake. Gets the goal, player up. And Coast Guard have a 6-4 lead, their largest of the afternoon. Bass gets her second. 8:06 to go here in the second quarter. And it's now 3 unanswered for the Coast Guard Academy. Sarah Scarratt's going to get the assist there, 23rd of the season. The senior making it a 6-4 game. Also should mention today is, along with Senior Day, it's the Brian Daigle Foundation's Lax to Live lacrosse program. They are here on site. It's a great program that spreads awareness regarding mental health, suicide prevention. Named in honor of Brian Daigle, who was a high school athlete from Connecticut who passed away in 2011 due to suicide and mental health issues. And it's a really great foundation, as we got a free position opportunity here for McAllister. Finish the thought in just a moment. McAllister shoots and scores. Beg your pardon, it's Coates. Caitlin Coates had the free position. She buries it past Geis. And with 7:38 to go, 7-4 now. The Coast Guard Academy leads. And with that, it will be a goaltending change with the 4 straight goals. Jenna Langen, the first year out of Lincoln, Rhode Island, will step in between the crease to give Geis a little bit of a break here. And now the Bears have scored 4 unanswered. But back to the Ben Daigle's Lax to Live lacrosse program. It's an outstanding program, and they came to Wheaton College earlier in the season, and they did suicide prevention training with the women's lacrosse program. Really, really good program. Great to have them here on site, and it's remarkable. These organizations were founded on some very, very sad situations, but are founded to spread some really good awareness and thoughts about mental health, which is obviously a growing concern in the United States. But the foundation, the resources continue to grow. And it's very helpful for these young student athletes. So great to have them here today. Great that they do the sorts of training. And with 7:08 to go here in the second quarter, player up opportunity. Green card was issued to Abby McAllister, who will take a seat. Couple goals for her. Wheaton College going to try to put an end to this run here. Have half a minute now to try and cash in on a player up advantage, but they lose the ball defensively. And out comes Mia Becker. Becker spins around, creates some space, finds Cascio. 6:42 to go here in the second quarter. And it's been all Coast Guard here in this second set of 15 minutes. 4 goals for them. Wheaton haven't been able to find the back of the cage. Mentioned Jenna Langen stepping in between the pipes. Might face a shot opportunity here. She does, can't stop it. It's Bass again, who steps right in and finds the back of the cage. Her third this afternoon, and it's 8-4 Coast Guard. Kira Howard gonna get the assist on that, and with 6:16 to go here in the second quarter, Emily Kablik is going to be forced to take a timeout. 5 unanswered here in the second for the Coast Guard Academy. They've got their largest lead, 4 goals with 6:16 to go. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Wheaton College Athletics on the New Max Sports Network. Out of the timeout, 6:16 to go here in the second quarter. 5 straight for the Coast Guard Bears. They lead in this one now 8-4. 2 goals from Addie Bast, 1 from Abby McAllister, Mia Becker, and Caitlin Coates each. The more important stat line, they've held Wheaton to 0 since Avonlea LeBeau's goal with 2 seconds left to go in the first quarter to put Wheaton back in front. It's been all Bears here in this second quarter with 6:16 to go. Lions forced to make a goaltending change, forced to take that time out. And Bass, a hat trick for her, the most recent scorer. We're back underway here at Nordin Athletic Field. This is a really good performance for the Coast Guard Academy, who were down, tied it up several times, 4 ties in this game, and are looking for their 6th win on the road this year. They haven't lost away from New London this season. 5-4 at home, 5-0 on the road. Impressive splits, and a rarity to see at really at any level. McAllister, as the dark clouds start to creep on in over the campus of Wheaton College. Nice pass, good save by Langen. And we've got a cross check in front of the goal. We'll see who the foul is on. It's going to be a free position opportunity here for the Bears. We'll see who gets awarded with the shot. Looks like on the far side there, Caitlin Coates. It's Jenna Langen. Coates steps in, shoots, and scores. 5 for 12 this season on the free position. Coates picks up her 2nd of the afternoon, and it's 9 now for the Coast Guard Academy. The 9-4 advantage now for the Bears, and that lead just keeps on growing, and it's up to 6 straight for them here in this quarter. And nobody needs halftime more than the Wheaton College Lions. There's any sort of offensive push. Off the draw, won again by the Coast Guard, and that's been another important factor in their success is they just keep winning possession of the ball. Ground ball picked up nicely there by Fiona McCartan, the junior out of Centerville, Maryland. She gets the pass out to McAllister, takes it off of a hop. Now Bass, 3 goals for her. McAllister Now Lane Weber, the junior out of Granite Bay, California. Seen some playing time here in the second. Loose ball behind the Wheaton cage. Aislinn Murray picks it up. Murray gets the return pass from Judge. Now Scarratt. Pass through the slot area. Nobody on the receiving end. Judge can pick it up. 35 to go on the Coast Guard shot clock. Behind the goal line once more. 22 to shoot. To the top for Weber. Looking for McAllister. The shot was blocked. Langen had difficulty tracking it. Play stays alive. Comes to the stick of Scarratt. Now Bass. Shot clock going to get reset. Intercepted. Elise Cannon. Great positioning, and now she's got a ton of space ahead of her. Odd player rush if she can hurry. LeBeau met by a couple sticks. LeBeau, spin move. Pass. Foul. 3:34 to go. Avonlea LeBeau is going to win the free position shot. And we need this one bad. All started with the Cannon forced turnover, the senior. Kensington, New Hampshire just read it perfectly. Gets it to LeBeau. Now LeBeau steps in. Shot. That's saved. Mitch Warner closed the 5-hole. Mountain comes away with the rebound. Now Kilborn. Finney. Low shot. Another save by Mitch Warner. Picks it up with the glove and tosses it ahead. Back-to-back saves there for the Bears goaltender, and Henry can speed ahead. Lauren Henry, ton of space, drops the pass off, and we've got another foul. It'll be Kira Howard to take the free position shot, head-on-head with the goalie. 3:06 to go. Howard in, shoots, saved by Langen off the leg. And an offensive infraction called against the Bears. The Lions survive. Now Wheaton. Need one very badly at this stage. This is Talia Banglemeyer. The defender gets it all the way into the attacking third. And will come touch up. Missed pass from behind. A couple of players turned towards the benches so they didn't see the ball was coming their way. Nice play there by True Luck. Gets it to Finney. Foul outside the semicircle, so play continues. .205 to go here in the second quarter. Coast Guard Academy scoring 6 to Wheaton 0 in this quarter. Finney. Turnaround. Looking over her options. Has Kilborn behind the net. 20 seconds to go on the Wheaton shot clock. Now it's LeBeau. Good defensive effort here for the Bears. LeBeau back to the top. True Luck trying to drive on in. Nowhere to go. Great positioning by Caitlin Kelly. Finney forcing the pass through. Intercepted. And now ahead come the Coast Guard Academy. It's Kate Yurko. Nice pass over to Howard. Howard in front for Bass. Good save by Langen. 72 seconds to go in the half. Ball goes out of play on the shot. Closest player to it was a Bear. Scarratt gets us restarted. Bass. Now to Coates. McAllister. And another foul. 57.2 to go. Coast Guard looking for their 10th. McAllister on the near side. Charges in. Abby McAllister makes it 10 for the Bears. Her 4th this afternoon. And it's 7 in this quarter for the Bears. It will be unassisted there for McAllister. Again, the sophomore, Pleasantville, New York. Played her high school ball at Pleasantville High School, cashing in. And she's, as a sophomore, got plenty of career left to continue a great run in Bears blue and orange. So 54.2 to go here in the half. Well, Coast Guard, they probably don't want the half to come to a close the way that they've been playing over the last 15 minutes. Off the foul, Becker gets the restart. McAllister to Howard. Throwing one towards the front of the net. Off of a stick, Bass towards the top. McAllister holding. Pass in front. Another foul here, so we'll get the stoppage. 26.7 to go. It will be McAllister who has the free position opportunity. McAllister shoots, she scores again. Back to back for her. And the Bears pouring it on. An impressive effort for McAllister. No answer yet from the Lions. So we'll go to the face-off draw. Wheaton will try to do their best to get to the locker room here. And try to get something going their way. Maybe they could steal a goal quickly before the half comes to an end. Loose ball picked up, Gab Smart. Smart will hustle ahead, gain the attacking third. Now it's Trueluck, 10 to go in the quarter. Trueluck looking for an option. Great organization defensively of the Coast Guard Academy. Pass down low for Chamberlain, had trouble handling it. Shot at the buzzer is high, wide, and from a tough angle. And it was all Bears in this second quarter. 11-4 your scoreline as we head into the break. The Coast Guard Academy 30 minutes away from punching their ticket to the new MAC playoffs. Lions going to need a big response coming in the second half. We'll go through the scoring and have that second half action after this break. You're watching Wheaton College Athletics on the new MAC Sports Network. Halftime here in Norton, Massachusetts. It's an 11-4 scoreline. Coast Guard Academy looking for their 11th win of the season. A huge 8-goal second quarter. Gets them from down 1 to up 7. The Bears are in cruise control. Wheaton held scoreless in that second quarter. 11-4 your scoreline. Overall, Wheaton's got assists on all 4 goals, just 3 assists for the Coast Guard Academy. Coast Guard have doubled the shots up, 22-11. And the extra player, both teams, 1 opportunity, unable to cash in. Round ball's pretty even. Wheaton ahead by 1, 12-11, and 5 saves by both Langen and Geis combined, to the 4 saves by Minch Warner, who has played well in this one and have given Coast Guard an opportunity to come back. We'll take a look at the individual score lines. First for the Coast Guard Academy, 3 goals and an assist for Addie Bass, a goal and an assist for Kira Howard. Mia Becker is on the board with a goal. Sarah Scarat has 1 assist to her name. And with 4 on the board, Abby McAllister on 7 shots, 5 of them on target. Impressive stuff from the Coast Guard defensively. For Macy Minch-Warner in goal, faced 8 shots on target, made 4 saves, given up 4 goals, even 50% save percentage for her. Across the way for Wheaton, had a nice first quarter. Was absolutely silenced in the second. Goal from Jessica Chamberlain, 2 from Avonlea LeBeau, who's the last scorer, and that came with 2 seconds left in that first quarter. Riley Kilborn also on the board, who opened the scoring in this game. Lara Finney, a game-high 3 assists. And 1 assist also credited to Kylie Sherry. In goal, Katie Geis faced 10 total shots on goal, made 3 saves, 30% save percentage for her. And then the 6 shots on goal that Jenna Langen, I should say. She let in 4, saved 2 for 33.3 repeating percent. As we head towards the start of the third quarter, the sky darkens over us here at Diane Nordin Field. Some spot showers in our future in about 40 minutes. And the ominous dark clouds, very poetic to the way that the second quarter went for Wheaton College. This is a difficult Coast Guard team to beat. They score a lot of goals. They're tough to play on the road. And at the moment, they want the playoffs just a little bit more. Wheaton and Coast Guard all locked up 5-3 in that tie for 4th place in the NUMAC standings. Coast Guard looking for what would be their 7th win in the series, 6-5 overall. The series dating back to 2013. Kind of be right on target to where they were last season. 11-7 overall. They earned the number 4 seed and lost in the NUMAC semis to MIT. So trending in the similar direction are the Bears, looking to get the victory today before they head to Clark University in central Massachusetts, Worcester. 5 p.m. on Wednesday. That will wrap up their regular season. For Wheaton College, trying to stay above 500, would get to 500 with a loss today. Overall, would stay 5-4, which is a formidable record and could be enough to get them into the NUMAC playoffs. They have 1 game remaining as well. They'll play on Wednesday against MIT in Cambridge. I'm excited to bring the second half of action to you in just a few moments. Back after this on the NUMAC Sports Network. Just about ready to go for the start of the third quarter. Teams break their huddles from halftime, and we get set as the rain does start to just drizzle on us a bit. Wheaton will move starting right to left on your screen here to start this third quarter. The Coast Guard will move from left to right. See Coast Guard Academy in their visiting blues with the white letters numbers highlighted by the orange accents, and Wheaton College wearing their home gray jerseys, blue numbers and letters highlighted by white accents. 15 minutes go up on the board for the third quarter of play. It will be LeBeau across the way from Henry. And we're underway for the start of the third quarter. Chamberlain will settle things down. Wheaton looking for their first goal since the 2-second mark of the first quarter, or the 14:58 mark, however way you'd like to look at it. Avonlea LeBeau cashed in and gave Wheaton a 4-3 lead, but since then it's been all Coast Guard Academy. Now Logan Trueluck. Pass down low. Finney takes a tumble and have an early stoppage here with 14:23 to go. And a free position opportunity early for Wheaton College. It will be Lara Finney. Drives in, bounce shot, good save. Mitch Warner, I think it might have hit her in the mask, but stays with the Lions. Good chance. And she's been a crucial factor too. Mitch Warner has made a bunch of saves, particularly in that second quarter. Finney, nowhere to go with that one. Up to the top for LeBeau. LeBeau trying to slide around the defender. That's Henry. Drop pass for Chamberlain. Shot. Mitch Warner makes the save. Scoops it up for no rebound. And that has been a recipe for success. Yes, the offense has been prolific for the Coast Guard Academy. A couple of free position shots going their way. But Mitch Warner's goaltending and defensive structure. Sue Beam's team has been great. Who's in her 30th season of coaching. What a career for her. Spent 10 seasons previously with the University of Rochester. Has taken this Coast Guard team back-to-back semifinal appearances in her first 2 seasons. Looking to get one step further this year and obviously win the NUMAC title in her third. Under her tutelage, 5 players have been selected to NUMAC all-conference teams, and she had the Coast Guard Academy ranked in the NCAA top 6 in Region 2 at one point, and earned her 200th career win last season. What a career it's been for Sue Beam and her short tenure here at the Coast Guard Academy, but it's been successful. Obviously, 2 trips to the playoffs, 2 semi-final trips. Again, would like to take that one step further. The Lions trying to get back to the NUMAC playoffs. They've made the semifinals 8 times over the last 12 seasons under Emily Kablick's run as head coach as well. She's 134 and 128, so still some ways to go to try and catch Sue Beam, but an impressive run for her. This is a lot of coaching experience between these 2 sides. Now back the other way. Here comes the Coast Guard Academy off the turnover. McAllister, nice pass. Bass kicks it back out. It's not on the right page there with Scarratt, and it's a turnover. Play continues, 11:39 to go here in the second. Rain coming down just a little bit harder now. Got a stoppage here on the infraction. Have to be careful. It's Scarratt's going to be issued another yellow card here. So she'll sit for 2 minutes. It's really an ill-advised foul. And it's a 2-minute penalty against Garat, her second yellow. It's a non-releasable penalty too, so Wheaton can utilize this whole 2-minute period if they'd like, try to score as many goals as possible. So Wheaton will settle things down and start with the player up for another minute 38 here. 65 on the shot clock. It's Trueluck charging in, shooting one, and scores. Logan Trueluck gets the goal. And finally, Wheaton College able to get one back. Makes it an 11-5 game, and Trueluck getting her 17th goal of the season. A really, really nice senior year for her, too. Up to 17 now. Her previous 2 years, she had 4 goals and 3 goals, respectively. So a nice jump for her in her senior campaign, honored before today's game with the senior class. And breaks through here for Wheaton College, a much-needed goal. The rain really coming down now. And I might have misled you as listeners, too, because I said 45 minutes, but that's what the weather app told me. Draw controlled here by the Coast Guard Academy, whose lead has been cut to 6. That penalty time stays up there for Skarat. It's a minute 13 now. Bass stays patient. Couple of goals for her, 3 to be exact. Plays catch with Coates. Now Bass charging in. Finds McAllister, who has 4. That's 7 of the 11 goals for the Bears in blue. 48 seconds to go on the penalty to Skarat. Bass looking over an option here. $40 seconds to go on the shot clock here. 34 now on the player up advantage for Wheaton College. Already cashed in once. 5 minutes going by here in this third quarter. Pass towards the middle. Bass, a mishandle. Able to scoop it back up. Has to survey her options. Going to drive around the defender in Conwell. Looking over an option. Bass holding. Pass in front. Incomplete. And scooped up by the Lions. Now Gab Smart with a ton of space ahead of her. Trying to get the offense going quickly. Mishandled the ball. Able to correct the mistake. Tough pass, but Kilborn able to handle it. And now Lara Finney. She'll settle things down. Ball being held on the far side. Now Finney will go behind the Coast Guard cage. Finney looking over her options. Can't find a body. Finally the shot. She scores. Lara Finney makes it an 11-6 game. So a couple unanswered here for Wheaton. Exactly what they needed coming out of the locker room. And 8:44 to go. Finney, who had a couple of assists to start the game, gets the goal. And now it's a 5-goal deficit for the Lions. The rain really coming down now. And we might have a stoppage here because we might need the lights, the stadium, to be turned on. So we're going to play for the meantime, but with the dark clouds and the rain coming down now, it is ominously dark. The future for the Lions a bit brighter. They pick up the face-off win. And now True Luck, one of the recent goals. Now Kilborn behind the cage, looking over some options. Finds Finney. Lara Finney trying to turn around, took a shot, and it's contact to the head here. Free position shot coming in for Lara Finney. 7:45 to go here in this third quarter. And the Lions are off to a really nice start. Finney off the free position, trying to turn around, gets held. So a couple of seconds tick off, and she's going to have a second chance opportunity. The shot, and she scores. Finney off the free position. 7:36 to go in the third quarter. It's now an 11-7 game. So 3 unanswered here for the Lions. And a couple from Lara Finney. From the Wheaton perspective, they would have wanted the rain a little bit sooner. And with that, a timeout going to be called by Sue Beam and the Coast Guard Academy. 7:36 to go. Impressive stuff on this little run. We'll keep it here with the timeout. Should be a quick 30 seconds. Take a look at our box score here. Couple of goals for Lara Finney. 3 assists for her in that first quarter, too. So she's now up to 5 points. That's a game high. True Luck with a goal as well here in this third quarter. So she's on the scoreboard as well. The lights are starting to come on here at Nordin Field. Now 3 unanswered for Wheaton College to start. 3 goals in 3 minutes, 43 seconds. Last goal for Coast Guard was 24 seconds in. And out of the timeouts, Wheaton a little bit of momentum here. Enjoying their play in the rain. Back underway. Draw controlled by the Lions. Wheaton will hold it here. It's True Luck. Got the scoring started here in this third quarter. Plays catch with LeBeau. Now True Luck. Cycles, circles. Looking for another option. Finds Lara Finney. Back-to-back goals for her. 42 seconds to go on the shot clock. Finney driving in front. She scores again. Lara Finney can't be stopped at the moment. 6:42 to go in the third. Wheaton bring it to within 3. It's 11-8. Finney just buying her time, looking over the options. Just this little bit of space in front of the goal crease and stepped in. And just impossible. Minchwarner's been good, but when the attacking player is that close to you, he just drives right in and able to bury it into the back of the net. So Lara Finney for 3. It's 4 for Wheaton here. And in a second quarter that was dominated by Coast Guard, 8 goals for them. It's now 4 unanswered here in this quarter for Wheaton. Draw controlled again. Gab Smart picks it up. She gets hacked, lost it. Becker, she'll charge in. Mia Becker, the shot, bounces it into the top shelf. Quick answer. That gets the Coast Guard lead back to 4. It's 12-8. Becker's second of the afternoon. A nicely taken goal there from Mia Becker, who just went coast to coast. Off the turnover, right around that attacking third line for the Coast Guard Academy. And it's a 12-8 game with 6:24 to go. Becker second. Off the draw control. Ball being fought for. And the ground ball given to Katie Cogler, freshman out of Fallston, Maryland. Designated draw control player on the Bears side. Picked up now by Caitlin Coates. Coates will hold here. A couple of players waiting there for her. Now to the hands of Howard. Kira Howard. That's it. Nice pass towards McAllister. Picks up the ground ball. Shoots and scores. Beats Langen. No goal, actually, after conversation. We'll see. And a yellow card going to be issued against McAllister, it looks like. Or actually, it might be a different player. Let's see who gets called for it. It is McAllister. She's going to get called 2 minutes for a dangerous foul, a yellow card issued to McAllister. So for a moment, came away with a goal. Well, that was quickly taken away. And now Wheaton have another player up opportunity with 5:38 to go here in this third quarter, down 4. There is life for the Lions. Banglemeyer ahead and a stoppage, and we've got offsides, I believe, against Wheaton College. It's a green card being issued to the Lions here for the offside infraction. So that penalty was quickly taken away. Or actually, it's offsides against the Coast Guard Academy. I didn't miss that. So it's going to be 2 players up now for Wheaton College for the next minute plus. And once that minute dies down, they'll have another 44 seconds of the Abby McAllister infraction. So this is a huge chance now for Wheaton College. Well, it gets sorted out. Lions start with the ball. Pass ahead for Finney. Bounce shot. Good save. Mitch Marner pops up in the air over her cage. And Rowan Walsh was there to help settle it down. Mitch Warner gets the outlet up and out. And now the Coast Guard Academy can try and kill off some of this power play time. Down 2 players. Howard, no rush. 26 seconds to go on the green card. 1:05 to go on the yellow issued to McAllister. And the Bears on offense. 4:37 now in the third quarter. It's a 12-8 game between the United States Coast Guard Academy and Wheaton College. Jack O'Mara here with you from Nordin Field. The burst of rain has settled down finally, and we're now back to a light drizzle. And believe it or not, just behind the camera well is some blue skies. We've got a foul off ball here. We'll see. Officials are coming together, just have a conversation. They'll stop the time. We'll do so as well. 4:15 to go. We'll see what the conversation is. All three of them together. So we are going to say inadvertent whistle here. So the initial minute on the offsides call against the Coast Guard Academy has wound down. Now it's just 33 seconds to go on the penalty issue to McAllister. The Coast Guard Academy have done a good job at killing off these mistakes. They've had a couple of cards issued in this game. Has not come back to hurt them quite yet. Now Caitlin Coates, 9 seconds to go on the shot clock here. So the Bears will have to make a move. Bass, one to shoot. Can she get the shot away? She does. Forcing the save from Langen, and Wheaton College stand tall defensively. We're back to even strength. Pass to the midfield for Smart. 3.5 to go in the third. Lions settle things down. True look on the ball. Now LeBeau. Couple of changes here off the bench. Natalie Bilodeau will jump in the action. Wheaton will set things up. Still 49 seconds to go on the shot clock. It's Lara Finney who's got the hot hand for the Lions. Has scored the last 3 for Wheaton College. Trying that same move just on the far side post. This time the Bears aware of it. Shut down the angle. 30 to shoot. True luck. Surveying. Has LeBeau. Gonna create some space. LeBeau to the left hand. The shot right in the midsection of Mitch Warner, who has stood tall in this game and has made save after save, which has helped Coast Guard keep their lead so strong. .2:11 to go here in the third. Yurko gets it up and out. The Bears can start their offensive surge. Up 4. Their largest lead was 7, 11 to 4. And Wheaton have outscored the Bears 4-1 here in this third quarter. McAllister trying to drive on in. Met nicely. Defensive effort by Kylie Sherry. Outlet pass for Bass. She holds, trying to create some space for herself. Lost the ball. Banglemeyer there in defense. She couldn't pick up the ground ball. Comes to the stick of Howard. 22 to shoot. Howard to the left hand. Shot on the goal line. Is it a goal? No. Langen makes the save. The outlet intercepted by Judge. Her centering pass is broken up. And Elise Cannon can settle things down finally for Wheaton College and just bursts ahead through a sea of blue jerseys. Cannon, odd player numbers for a moment, had to settle things down. Get those reinforcements out there, and the Lions have 40 seconds to go before we break for the fourth quarter. Now Finney finds LeBeau. Avonlea LeBeau holding. Not a lot of passing options. Trying to create some movement off ball. Here's Trueluck, the shot. Initial save by Mitch Marner. Went wide behind the goal line. Eventually poked back to her. Now she gets it up, almost out, to the stick of Lauren Henry. 5 seconds to go. And the Bears get a shot away. Henry has to double back. Incomplete pass to McAllister. And the third quarter is going to come to a close. An impressive showing for Wheaton College to get 4 unanswered before the Coast Guard Academy score their first and only goal in the second half. The Lions still down by 4, but the game's not over yet. It's a 12-8 scoreline as we head into the final frame. 15 minutes to go. Coast Guard with the lead. We'll be back. You're watching Wheaton College Athletics on the new Max Sports Network. "15 minutes to go in regulation. The Coast Guard Academy, thanks to their big second quarter of 8 goals scored, they have a nice lead here, 12-8, but Wheaton College down, never out. They score 4 to start off the second half before the Coast Guard Academy could answer with just 1. And it's a 12-8 scoreline. Lara Finney, 3 straight goals for a hat trick for Wheaton College. An impressive showing from her. 4 goals from McAllister, 3 from Addie Bass. Hat tricks galore, except nobody's throwing any hats onto the field today. They all need them for the little pocket of rain we just experienced. We're all dried off now and we're ready to go for the start of the fourth quarter. Wheaton need at least 4 to give themselves a shot here. Coast Guard Academy could use some insurance to try and stifle the push that the Lions had in that third quarter. Winner of this game guaranteed a ticket to the new MAC playoffs. Both of these sides tied for 4th. Solid seasons, 5-3 conference records. It's a win and in or some help. Here's Lara Finney. Pass in front, beautiful shot, and they score. It's Natalie Bilodeau who was able to find just a bit of space, quick hands, and cashes in on a nice pass. It will be Bilodeau who gets goal number 4 this season. And 14-11 to go. It's a 12-9 game, so Wheaton within 3 for the first time since the second quarter, and that was when the Coast Guard Academy was on their 8-goal run. Finney going to get an assist on that as well. Well, we have a shot clock issue. That's what the stoppage is here for. A shot clock never started with the game clock, so that's what we're getting sorted out here. 14:02 is the correct time. And we get the shot clock situation sorted out, and we're back to underway. So big goal there for Bilodeau. But here comes Henry charging in. The shot, that goes wide. Beg your pardon, it was Becker there who had the chance from the defensive line. Play stays with the Bears, trying to hang on to this lead. Now the pressure starting to teeter towards the Coast Guard side of the sideline. Shot from McAllister, bouncing, never on target. Stays with the Coast Guard Academy, 42 seconds. Shot clock does not reset. Caitlin Coates. Addie Bass. Bass holding, wants McAllister, finally gets her. Sherry marking her. Coates bounce shot, hops over the stick of Langan. Rebound controlled there by the Bears. Up on it was Murray. Now McAllister. This time she shoots and scores. Abby McAllister back in the score column, her 5th this afternoon. And makes it a 13-9 game in favor of the Bears with 12:50 to go in regulation. A huge goal there for the Coast Guard Academy to re-extend their lead to 4. So difficult to defend her, and when she just got that little bit of space to try and step up, gets the free shot away and able to bury it past Langan, who's made a couple of nice stops over the last quarter since coming in. Off the draw control, Gab Smart back. And she gets it ahead. Her teammates urging her on from the sideline. So what can Wheaton College do now? Down by 4 again. Bilodeau, the last goal scorer. Finney's been the answer in the 3rd. Dangerous pass through the slot area. Deflected and intercepted. Mia Becker. A lot of green grass ahead for her. Becker can take it all the way if she wants. Finally picked up on the back end there by Conwell. The shot saved by Langan. And she gets LeBeau on the outlet. Game opening up here. Tired players on either side. LeBeau holds. Her attacking personnel joining her. Now Gab Smart. Wheaton setting up a high line on the far side. Smart had it, lost it. Great defensive effort by Kate Yurko, who scoops up the loose ball. The freshman out of Oakton, Virginia. Been solid in defense for the Bears. Pass through the middle. Coates couldn't handle it. Ball still alive. Being fought for. Conwell, perfect positioning. Scoops up the ground ball cleanly. Kendall Conwell. Space in front of her. Will elect to just dump it off to Smart so she can get back and touch up. Now 10:45 to go in the fourth quarter. 13-9. Slowed down now for the Lions. Pass right in front, just out of the reach of Kilborn. Tough one to connect. Great defensive pressure again. And now it's Caitlin Kelly out to the far side. Walsh finds Cascio. And now gets it ahead again. It's time to Becker. Mia Becker holds. Settles it down, trying the cut pass in front, right in the slot area. Incomplete. Active sticks there for the Lions. And finally coming away with it was Katie Hawley. A big ground ball for her. Time going to start to be a factor now for Wheaton College. They're going to have to hurry and get this next one as soon as possible. Kylie Sherry, ton of space ahead for her. Finds Smart. Smart down low. Shot, good save. Mitch Warner denies Jessica Chamberlain of her second. Another good stop there for Mitch Warner. Keeps it a 4-goal game. Now Kira Howard. Drops it off for Judge. Lofts it over on a tough pass there. But not a lot of pressure applied to Coates, so she can calmly pick the ball off the turf. Behind the cage now for Howard. High pass. Incomplete, intended for McAllister, but her hustle wins the possession back. 42 on the shot clock. Now Bass fakes the pass off. Will drive on in, looking for an option. Bass. On the cage now for Murray. Murray cycling. Goes to the left hand, now 16 to shoot. Up to the top for Judge. McAllister. Stop, start, shoots. Before the ball crossed the line, we had a whistle. And the goal's gonna count. So McAllister, yet another. And a timeout gonna be taken here by Wheaton College. Abby McAllister, her 6th goal of the afternoon, makes it 14-9. We'll take a break. The Bears on the doorstep of the playoffs. They lead by 5 with 8:04 to go. You're watching Wheaton College Athletics on the Newmax Sports Network. 8 minutes, 4 seconds to go in regulation. Wheaton trail by 5. One of the blessings of being as close to the sidelines as this position is you get to hear a little bit of the timeouts. And Emily Kablick, I mean, let's settle in here, team. We've got plenty of time to do this. 8 minutes to try and get back into this game. They're going to need to use all 8 of it before this game gets out of their reach. The Coast Guard Academy building off of that big 8-goal second quarter, really the difference maker in this game, the storyline of this game, being able to score that many in relatively quick time. Ready to go off the draw control. McAllister's goal is the goal that preempted that timeout from Emily Kablick and gives the Coast Guard Academy that 5-goal cushion. Finally, the ball won back by the Bears. It's Henry. Bounces one to McAllister. And she can settle things down. Bears in no rush to get anything going. They want to hold on to the ball as long as possible here. McAllister. Murray off the bench. Works it up top for Judge. Now Coates. Pass down low. Turnaround shot for Aylin Murray. She fired it wide, but closest player to it was Howard. Start for McAllister. Bass underhands. They play catch. Now McAllister going to draw the double team. Slips one down for Coates. High shot. 32 seconds to go on the Coast Guard shot clock. Positioning was off there. The ball actually rolled back onto the playing surface, so we got to kick that off. McAllister give and go to Murray. She couldn't handle the ball. McAllister scoops it up. Saved by Langen. Ground ball picked up by Conwell in defense. And Wheaton College gained possession. 6.5 to go in the fourth. Have to move quickly now for the Lions. Jerry finds Bilodeau. Across for LeBeau. 6+ to go. Avonlea LeBeau, her team trails by 5. Lofted ball. Finney trying to find an opening, could not. LeBeau to the top. She doesn't have a shooting or passing lane. Finally gets it free. Bilodeau in some space. 40 to go on the shot clock. Natalie Bilodeau lost the ball, just trying to stay concentrated. Finds Finney as a safety valve. 30 to go on the shot clock. Finney holds. LeBeau stepping in. Turn to her left. Finds a double. Pass down low towards Mountain. She couldn't handle it. And it gets pushed over to Minchwarner, who calmly gets it ahead for Cascio and up and out for the Coast Guard Academy. Have to feel this is an so important possession for the Bears. They cash in. This will effectively put the game to bed. McAllister can't handle it. Stays with it. Hawley working on her. Ball comes back from Bass. Now Murray behind the goal line. Double team behind the goal. The move there by Howard. McAllister gets it up top for Judge. 48 to go on the shot clock. Lofted pass. Intercepted. Cannon, great positioning defensively for the Lions. And then we're going to draw a foul. Banglemeyer picked up the ground ball, got hacked. And now Wheaton College can get going again. 4:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Kylie Sherry trying to get across the halfway mark. Couple of players in the way. Banglemeyer couldn't handle the pass. Ground ball still being fought for, and Banglemeyer's going to get called for the foul. 4 to go. And we've got a timeout on the field. Looks like the Coast Guard Academy will take it. Talk things over. The final 4 minutes here to go in the fourth quarter. So again, both these teams, one game to go this season on the road against MIT are the Lions. That will wrap up their 2024 campaign. Have an eye on the scoreboard at the end of this game here today. On Wednesday for the Coast Guard Academy, which would, in their eyes, hoping to get win number 12 on the season. They travel to Clark University in Worcester, Massachusetts. And Clark is one of those teams in the hunt. So that game could prove important to Wheaton College if they end up losing this one here. Because if Clark drop at least one, Wheaton guaranteed to be a spot ahead of them. Salve Regina also in that conversation. Emerson, Wellesley, and Mount Holyoke all have been officially eliminated from postseason play. And the final words of encouragement told to both of these teams. The Coast Guard Academy just down Interstate 95, about 75 miles south of Norton, Massachusetts. It's a small school by standards, 1095 cadets. As of this past fall semester, 24 varsity programs in the NCAA. Superintendent of the school is Michael J. Johnston, and the athletic director is Dr. Dan Rose. Outstanding collegiate program, not only to train our future servicemen and women, also provide them the academics and athletic rigor that's well deserved for these young athletes and students. Play gets resumed, 3:48 to go in the fourth quarter. Coast Guard Academy trying to kill off as much time as possible, and why not score one more to lock up this victory. Sun peering back through the clouds behind us. Caitlin Coates, high off the ball, lost it out of her pocket. Kicks it down low for Howard, trying to drive her way in, couldn't do so. Hawley in very good position, steers her out of harm's way. Judge gets it over to Catherine Rott, a junior out of Severna Park, Maryland. Rott behind the cage for Murray. Pass right in front for Coates. She double clutched, ended up firing the shot wide. 23 seconds to go on the shot clock here. More importantly, those seconds ticking off of the bigger timer on the scoreboard. Awkward pass, picked up by Hawley and finds LeBeau, and she mishandled the pass, slowed her momentum down just for a moment. Have to go quickly if you're Wheaton here. Took a shot into the backside, and we're going to have a stoppage. 2:22 to go in a 14-9 ball game. LeBeau feeling the effects of that backside shaft into her left hip region. Officials will give her a moment to catch her breath. It will be a free position opportunity here for Avonlea LeBeau. Came into the game overall 11 of 17 in these opportunities here. Take it from the high slot and elects to just hold and set up that Wheaton offense. Drop pass in for Smart. Smart charging in. Save made by Minchwarner. Huge in goal this afternoon for the Coast Guard Academy. Outlet pass was smooth, but the second attempt, not as much. Kilborn, a perfectly placed stick. She gets the ball back. Can Wheaton do it? Kilborn gets it to Smart. Lions taking their time here. Smart trying to get her way around Henry, but Henry would not allow it. That's great footwork for her. And it's really been an indication of how well the Coast Guard defensive unit has played all afternoon long. 75 seconds to go. The Bears moments away from their 11th win of the season. Pass in front, mishandle. Minchwarner able to control in her crease line and will hold for as long as possible. Gets it looped over to Rowan Walsh. Cascio will get it ahead. The Coast Guard Academy will head into the final game of the season, a playoff contender. Now they pay attention to who they might play in the first round of the new MAC playoffs next Saturday. Becker being worked on there by Cam Grondell, the junior out of North Attleboro, Massachusetts, getting some playing time here in the final moments. Murray towards Howard. Plays catch with Judge. Game time well ahead of the shot clock, so the Coast Guard Academy can just let the time run out and hold on to the ball as 60 minutes in the books. The Coast Guard Academy Bears